YouTube. Alright, let's tweak. I would love to have the excuse me, the chat on, but with this bot still being a problem, it's not going to happen. So again, comments or suggestions or questions are going to have to go into the actual comment section, because the chat cannot be used. Of course, there's a bot that spams it. So, and seeing as YouTube doesn't want to fix it, looks like it's not getting fixed. Okay, I'm just doing a tweak to the body part, body sculpts. Let's grab that. Actually, let's put it on. Let's move that forward. In to there-ish. Actually, no. Do the top part be better. If I grab that, let's add a bit of that to it and move that back. Scale it up and then go there and then move you back. I don't have to do this part, but I don't like the seam there. It's like, it's annoying the hell out of me. I thought, can I tweak it to make it less noticeable, and without it becoming more of a what do you call it? Actually, that could probably be lengthened this short a little bit too. Let's do that. Move it back. Then move that forward. Oh yeah, that's better. The placements and everything's all good. Actually, that can be changed just a little bit on the knee. I'm gonna go. Actually, no, the top part can go more that way to say there. Then the bottom part, if I move you out and lengthen you this way, and then move you back in. Do the same on this side. Let's turn you out a bit. Actually, let's chunky that a little bit. Just a little bit, there we go. Now I could also add an extra, actually I'm going to do that. If I grab you and go into here, that can be shortened just a hair. I say hair and do it a heap. Now this obviously doesn't have to be done, but I'm going to do it just for the okay, that needs to be widened. We'll go about that. Trying to think, do I just do that and risk losing? Ooh, let's just do this and risk losing the back. Fuck it. Get about there. About there. Okay. Give it a little bit extra length. So about there-ish. And the top part, let's move you into say there. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of that one. And let's widen this one out. Let's lengthen it just a little bit and do the same what we do with the bottom. There, we can bring that part in to about there-ish. Okay, that part there is not good. Okay, let's correct that by grabbing one of them. Let's give it a little bit extra length. Still don't like it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not perfect, but that's better than what it was. Okay, let's just take a double look, make sure it's all making sure the knees all bend good. Yeah, knees are pretty good. I feel like the knees actually need to be backed up a bit. Okay, let's have a look, see. If I just quickly grab a pose and then bend the knee like that. Don't have to worry about the elbow, let's just do that. Make sure it's active. Let's just double check the knee. Ah, yeah, see there's a whole lump there, that's not going to cut it. So I'm going to move that from there to... Okay, if I get that, give it a little bit extra length. How's that looking? Not too bad, it needs to be wide. Yeah, it needs to be widened that way. Actually, if I copy it and move it down this way, how's that going to look? It's probably going to look weird as hell in the... No, that looks fine. That part there and that part, I don't like that. But without doing a butt ton of changes, which I really don't want to do, let's widen you that way. You know what, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. How's that look on the side there? Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, I can get rid of that one now. Okay, yeah, the knees look fine. I don't like that lump there. But there's no real easy fix for that. If I get rid of that, let's grab a new shape. Let's not have it mirrored. If I do it about that size, and we'll add a good chunk of blend, but shrink it. Get about there. Bring it in. Go like that. How does that look? Better. I could sit here and spend hours just tweaking. It was like, okay, I don't like how that's... Actually, let's move them forward. Let's Just the whole lot forward a little bit. Oh yeah, that looks a little bit better down there. I don't like that little lump just there. Okay, so if I shave that back that way, I could, I suppose, add a shin. I might do that. I might add a shin. So I do the same as I've done before. Let's lengthen it this way, but hello, hello, by a heap. Shrink it down. It's gonna be less blend then, so I don't get that weird bump. About that. Still needs more. Hello. Thank you. So about that. Okay, do a bit there. Then I just gotta align it and take it back a hair. Okay, that looks fine. Looks fine. Okay. I don't like how it curves back into here, but then the foot, like the foot should be straight down from about there somewhere. So I'm wondering if I should. Okay, if I grab this and go to where I think it needs to be. So if I go, say, there-ish, is that looking about right? Yeah, that looks about right. Let's grab the foot and grab that and move that back to where it needs to be. Kind of there-ish. Okay, and then I can grab a new shape. If I go boom boom, they should technically be on the upper leg, shouldn't they? Yeah, because they're actually on your shin, not on your foot. If we go the shin. Let's put you, say, not enough blend on that. Can you, oh god. Okay. No, we don't want a lot, we just want a little bit. Actually, the inner ones, let's make that more of that shape. More of that shape. Move you forward an angle. Okay. Now, if I grab X-ray and that. Oh wow, I nearly bullseyed that. Damn. So yeah, so those lumps should be rough where it pivots. That, with a bit of luck, should. I'm gonna have to do a keyframe to make sure that that's all good. I really should make actual toes. Okay, but the legs are better. Legs are a lot better. Let's move you down to say there. Let's get rid of these shapes, they're not needed. Okay. Actually, there we go. Do that and do that there, and let's go. Actually, what have I got these set at? Minus 17. Okay, so I think it was 100. Okay, that. Let's give it a quick coat of paint to match the rest. Okay, and then we can grab some shaping. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? I don't want to go full hog detailed because the body's not full hog detailed. So if I go one there and one there, we've got a the backlight, actually, if I delete you and then place a new one with a buttload of that on, I could hopefully hide a lot of that seam. Okay, so I need to get, I can enlarge that, move it back a little bit. Okay, and then this one here can be enlarged. If I go there and then a bit to the side. Like that. How's that looking? It's not looking too bad, except for the fact that it looks like the feet are curving out the way. That's not right. I do you like that. And let's widen this one like that and like that. And we can grab another one to cut the ends off. Let's keep it straight. Wait, if I just use one of these. Actually, you know what? No, I want to use one of these. I've never tried using these as toes, so let's try them. Let's lengthen to roughly where we want it. Bit of blend. Let's add a little bit. Oh my god, I wish I wouldn't do that. A little bit of curvature to the toe. That's too much curvature to the toe. Don't. They need to give us the alignment tool on that. Because look at it. That. Kind of like that. Yeah, looks fine. Let's place it. Is that going to look right? That's not going to look right. Oop, what have we got here? That is... Ah, it's part of that. Okay, so let's copy the bottom part and move it back. There we go. Now, question is that's going to be too thick, isn't it? Shrink it that way a little bit and shrink it this way a little bit. A bit better. Okay, so if I place it roughly where it needs to be. So if I go, say, there. Okay, let's trust the process. Because right now it looks jank as hell. If I go there, shrink it roughly where the pinky would be. Oop, other way. I'm not too fussed about the under. Oh, I kind of am actually. Okay. I could just add. Actually, what happens if I do that and move it? Let's try that. If I do that, then move them down to there. How's that looking? That's looking nowhere near long enough. Okay, let's tilt you in a little bit, like that. That actually looks doable. Okay, now if I grab that and do the same for the big toe, however, the big toe, let's give that some more of that. I've never been real good at the friggin' feet. Okay, so we want to go to about there, then we can tilt it down. But actually doesn't look too bad. Spacing is off as hell though, let's go. Actually, let's tilt you in more like that. That's actually bearable. Ideally, I wouldn't mind getting it so I can move the toes individually so you can do the thing. But like, who's going to be looking at the feet? I've seen it on one of my previous streams. Okay, just got to check the alignments. So let's grab a keyframe and do that. Got this. Again, let's move you back. Imagine it's doing that. And then I'm going to do another one that's going to be forwards. Okay, then we can go turn it on. Okay, so that front part of the foot has to be adjusted by a good chunk. Actually, no. No. I need to get that one and add to that. I think that's more of what I've got to do. Okay, let's give it a good amount of blend and go say there. Okay, and then this part, can we just, until it meets with it. Okay. Okay, it's not going to let me fix that piece, so let's try and fix this one. To there. Okay, why? There. No. Oh my god. I don't get why it flickers like that. There we go. Okay. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. That looks jank as hell, so let's copy. Actually no, let's rotate that. How's that look? Better. But now I've got the problem here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a copy. God damn it. Okay, so if I copy it, okay, so about that much. Just like that. Okay, they are extremes. I don't think the feet will ever move that much. If I now do that, do they still look like... Okay. Let's shrink that so I can see that. Yeah, that looks fine, I think. It's not perfect, but it looks like feet, so... Okay, let's give it a pair of underwear now. So we need a clone. Clone. Okay, let's go one that way and one that way. Okay, did I sculpt it in a way? I think I did. So I should better just clone, just say that, shrink it a bit, and lengthen that a little bit. Oh, come on. No, okay, let's move you out. Say that, and then go that way. Now I'm trying to think of where the creases would technically be. Let's do one there. And then if we shrink it, put one there somewhere. And then gotta move it back. Okay, so if I move you to there-ish. Okay, I'm just using these as like a guide to determine like cloth stretchiness, because like unless it's super shaped lycra, it's not going to right up your butt cheeks. So I'm using these in a way where hopefully it also works as like a crease, but will give me a guide on roughly where I need to put the actual sphere I'm going to place. Yeah, that looks about right. That looks kind of right. And then move one more up here. And okay, that should be good. So if I now grab that sphere there, should be good, right? And move it across. Yep, and then move another one back. Okay, so I'll go to about there. And then move another one up to fill that gap. Okay, that kind of gives it its shape. Now I want to give it a bulge here to indicate that it's a male, but medium molecule's going to frown upon it. What if I just hint at it? What if I just hint at it? We'll try hinting at it. If I go like that, let's give it a bit of length. Now I've done a video talking about using basic shapes and hinting and subtlety and stuff like that, and that's where this all comes into place. If I go like, just say maybe that, what if we can get away with that? And we'll grab another one there somewhere. Actually, let's just get you and go that way. Sort of, that's kind of roughly where it would be. Yeah, that. Ooh, pushing an envelope here, pushing an envelope. Not in what should be allowed, but in what they will allow. That's the thing. Okay, then let's grab some of these and make some creases. Okay, I'm adding the creases first. If you do it afterwards, you get overlap and it looks odd. This way, you cut the leg out last and it should be good. Okay, now this big crease, which was just a guide, there can now come out and go more to where it needs to be. So I'm thinking along the lines of there somewhere. Alright, so how's that look? That looks like a jock strap, yeah. That looks like a jock strap. Okay, so if I now do the mirror. Okay, negatives, very minimal. Let's go there. Let's cut out the leg holes. So I'm thinking along about there somewhere. But there somewhere. Right, this be further forward. Let's enlargen it. Okay, that seems okay. Let's then go, actually we'll paint it first. Let's paint it first. White. Actually no, male, let's go more of a black. That, then we can move it back across and make sure it's on the actual piece we want it on. That, and then we can go not movable. Let's turn all that shit off. Okay. Now we should now be able to go to fine adjustments. Make sure we've got no major poke throughs. Okay, then we can adjust the leg hole so that it's going forward. Forget about there. Down to about there. This ideally needs to be more of a... Actually, you know what? Let's do that instead. More of an egg shape, less than a... go more like that. So I can now come in to there. And that doesn't look too bad. Let's grab a... cut out that. Again, with an ever so slight blend. Let's turn that off. Yeah, that's off. Why are you not giving me my exact flats, you stupid son of a bitch? Okay, that's passable. Yeah, that's possible. Okay. Now I have to correct a lot of the animations, because as you see when I run, it moves. I've showed this off before, but at least he's got underwear. So to do that, let's... where is it there? Gonna come into here. There's multiple spots. You can use the poses in here and grab the that one, and then you just come in to just that is and remove that. That'll fix that. Don't forget to do your finishing pose. Now what's this one? That is, yep, that's gonna be fixed. Some of the poses don't actually change it, so it's not too bad. That'll be either that one. Okay, it's the lighting that doesn't change it, so that's all good. That's all good, that's all good. That could be closed. I am just going to be double careful and check the... That is fine. Peak is fine. And that is fine, okay. So that should now be all fine. Okay, there is a slight bit of poke from the sides, so I'll have to adjust the sides a little bit. And to do that, I'm literally going to use the sculpts that are already in there. So if I go that one, and just move it out a little bit, rotate it, then rotate that way a little bit. It's going to make it thicker there, so that should stop that. Yeah, that should be fine. Because the way the legs move without... Actually, let's put it back to where it was. Let's grab the... Let's turn that off. That, there we go. And grab that one. Angle it just a little bit. Move it in just a little bit more. That'll prevent it as well. Oh, there's an ever so slight amount, but that's a lot more bearable than what it was. Okay, and that looks too low waisted, doesn't it? Yeah, let's raise that waist so the leg holes can go up a bit, which would also help with that little bit of poke through. So come in. More there and more more there. Yeah, that's a hell of a lot better. Okay, now let's color that into a color, not have it just black or whatever, because if you want to then use the hue slider, bright color, that'll work. Boom. Yeah. And let's even do one more and go a darker color with that, just to add my little thing. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work, that'll work, that'll work. Okay, so let's move you in. Let's move you in. Ah, nope, they didn't have that on. Okay. So they're just touching. Okay, I really do want to fix. I want to fix that. Actually, if I move that upper hair in, I can get this one with that upper hair, and that one upper hair. How does that look? That doesn't look right. I'll leave as because if I grab these guys and move them to the spot, it solves the weird looking there. But when you move, if I do it that way, and then remove it from the chest. No, because then it's going the other way. Okay, so what if I move those ones back to say like that? Does that make it look any better or any worse? You know what? In a way that's better, but in a way it's worse. Okay, so if I then move, push it, make them bigger, angle them to say there, and then move back just a hair, and then up. Actually, I prefer that. It's a lot less. The seam looks more like it's the seam under your boobs. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. The lower hip, that part there, I'm not 100% happy with. But there's no real way to fix it with the way it rotates. Because if I make this part longer, it's going to poke through. If I make this part wider, it's going to poke up the other way. Like if I come to the side here, you see what I mean? Like if I get this one and make this one forward more, it's going Actually, what about if I grab you and move you up, rotate it, and move it in to say there-ish, and move you forward, tilt you like that, and bring you back a little bit. How is that going to look on the rotations? Let's have a look. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm not unhappy with that. Okay, underneath that, yeah, that's gonna be fixed. Okay, with the underwear, that is not so good. So if I go like this, let's hide everything else. Yeah, see how look how white, how that's where the leg should be. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be fixed. So let's grab this and go kind of there-ish. That's better. Okay, yeah, I'm a lot more happy with that. Oh, this is before I fix the neck, isn't it? Okay. Let's fix the neck. And then let's... Actually, if I remember correctly, if I move you back to there, and then check the actual... This one here, let's raise that. Let's raise you to there. That's put that in the center of roughly where that is. Actually, move forward just a little bit. That will fix the neck. Yes. Excuse me. Now the neck is way too narrow. Let's add a little bit of beef to the neck, and then we'll sculpt the head. Okay, so with the neck, let's grab the color we need. Trying to think, did I? No, I haven't added anything to the neck. Okay, so I didn't sculpt the neck at all. Okay, so we need to mirror it. We want to get, we'll say about that. We'll say about that much blend. We're going to go to, say, there. Now, again, remembering that this isn't the font, we can move it and everything like that. So that looks fine-ish. I'm thinking more like there. Excuse me. Now, if I grab this and make it really narrow, we can add those tendons for your neck. Just go, say, about, because they go wide at the top and they kind of narrow at the bottom. We need to go kind of like that, but we need it to not be poking further at the top and poking further at the bottom. So we'll go, say, there-ish. We'll go more like that, and then let's grab another ball or sphere. I shouldn't call them balls because people get it's a ball. So yeah, we'll put that there, and we'll go. So, oh, it's going to need a buttload of blend. We'll say about that there, and then that can be adjusted to our liking. So where is it? Let's find it. It's up there, so it's going to be more about there. Okay, ideally I would like to add extra bulk there, so it's more straighter. But that's actually good. I don't mind that. That's pretty good. Okay, head. Let's sculpt the head. First off, let's add the color. Like that. And then it was minus 17 if I remember correctly. And then 100. So it matches. And I can quickly show you how I've been doing my head. Now, it's not the correct way, it's just the way I prefer to do it. Again, as I keep saying in all my videos, technically there is no correct way. So a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Let's get it to roughly the shape I want. That's about right, that's about right. So we go there. Usually males are more straight up and down, and females would be more heart-shaped, if you want to call it. Because a female's jaw is usually more of a softer line, whereas a male's jaw is more of a chiseled. So because it's a male, I'm going to go more straight up and down than I normally would. Go there. Choose where the front of the head would be. I can now delete that one, that one. I normally leave that one there, as so you know it's there, and then I can grab another one of these, make it more of the skull shape I want. So if I go there, a little bit of depth, and a little bit of width, and then place. No, that's not enough blend, a little bit more blend. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Scale it to the size I want. Align it to roughly where I want it. Okay, a little bit extra depth. And a little bit extra height. Not by much. It's looking pretty close. Move it in. I don't have to align it straight this way, but the it would annoy me otherwise. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of extra width there, so we can now adjust that in. I can move that out just so they match to the size I want. That's looking not too bad. Okay, now move you forward just a hair. And that means that's going to come forward just a hair, and that means it's going to go back a bit, just a little bit. Yes. That is not bad placement. Okay, for my jaw, the way I normally do that is it's a minus. With the cube, I just normally go with whatever blend I want. So I'm going to go, say about there somewhere. Place. Bring it down to roughly where the jaw is going to be, and then choose its alignment. So I'm thinking more along there. Let's angle it just a little bit. And up. I'm thinking that's not too bad. And using that same cube, I'm going to cut the back part of the skull out. So I'm going to go there to there-ish. And get it to roughly where I want it. And go to kind of that, but with a buttload of this, kind of there-ish. So it's got its in brackets jawline, and so it's bottom of the skull. This here you won't notice it so much once you get another sphere, and let's add maybe not quite that much, and we've got to get that, and we need to ideally place that roughly where it's going to hinge from. So if I do that, place it, and then, oop, not that one, let's back it out, and let's just check its alignment. Actually, you know what? Let's just adjust that one to about there. So if I now move it, it moves. That's actually a little too high, isn't it? Okay. Gotta lower all that down. Let's lower that. Lower that. Lower that, and lower that. That needs to be a lot, actually. More like there. And more there. See how that looks. Okay, that's a lot better. I've just got to fill in there the under chin now, which I think I just use the sphere and just copy it forward. So I'll just do that again. That's the way I normally do it. So just grabbing that, and you just go like that, and that kind of adds the shape. Oops. I usually widen that second one just to add that like skull shape, but I don't think you really need to. See how it's got like that sort of indentation there? That's the bit where your neck, like hold the part where your jaw, under your ear, that kind of area. So yeah, I'll do it like that, then we'll grab the solid donut, unhold donut for the ears. Let's add a slight bit of blend. Looks about ear size. If you're going to do the more realistic mouth, like I've showed you, actually, let's add a little bit of that. The way I've been doing that is grabbing the sphere, but then you come over here and you half it, and then you make it, thank you, kind of like that shape, and put a good chunk of blend on it. So then when you grab it, and you just, for the bottom lip, you'd go that way. We come in. Actually, let's hide that so you don't see it. It's still there, you just can't see it. And then you just tilt it so that the lump is poking out, like that. And then move it back to kind of roughly where you want the mouth to be. And then you do the same with the top lip. That's all I've been doing. So you get like that, rotate it. So say it's about there, it's about there. Maybe like that, and maybe like that. Got that, and then you just choose your location. So it looks kind of like a beak. And then you just choose roughly where the mouth would be and have it just poking through. Now obviously the top one will be bigger than the bottom one. That's position. You could do a slight indentation there first to add the bit your mouth sit, the part where your cheeks go to your mouth, you get that crease, to add that look to it. I'm not that fussed about it, so let's narrow the face a bit. For the nose, for a realistic nose, I've been using more realistic nose. I've been using that, and you get it to about the size you want the tip. Then you add some blend to it, and you go roughly the length of the nose, like that. And you can then add curve to it. I'm not going to write curve, and just place it, and give us 1 second. And place it in its spot, and then tilt it back, say that there. And then for the nostrils, tilt it all the way back, place it like this, and then all you got to do is do your fine adjustments till you get to the spot you like it. Say there, there, say there. Okay. Now eyes, normally with the eyes I would indentate it at about that spot with a good amount of blend. Save it that, and then do an invert. And now obviously you'd blend it more. But I'm going to call the stream here, guys, so I've got things to do. I'll finish this off and release it, so it'll be up. I'll catch us next time. Stay safe. I'm out of here. See yous.